In today's video, guys, we're going to be talking about the 20 sweatiest one-handed pickaxes in Fortnite. Now, let's get this list started off with the Axe Trial form. This was released back in Chapter 2, Season 6, and you could actually get this with the Battle Pass. It was such an amazing pickaxe when it first got released, but because a lot of these one-handed pickaxes don't stay popular for too long, not too many people really used this once that season ended. I still think it has to be one of the coolest looking one-handed pickaxes in the game. It reminds me a lot of the Stellar Axe and the Galaxy skin, and we all know how cool they look, so this is definitely one of the best one-handed pickaxe that has been available. Moving on though, we have arguably the smallest pickaxe in Fortnite history, and this is the Identity Disc. This is actually part of the Tron crossover. It is a super underrated pickaxe that not too many people are using anymore. This was actually really sweaty during Chapter 2 though. A lot of pros and streamers were using this because of how simplistic it was, and the fact that it is one of the smallest pickaxes as well is what a lot of Fortnite pros love. It's going to work with every single skin that is available in the game. It just looks so clean, and it is definitely a pickaxe that a lot of people love. That takes us to the number 18 position though, and we have Real. Real is the pickaxe that was added to the game with the J Bolden crossover. I actually really like the design of this. I think it is one of the coolest looking katanas in the game, and even though you actually swing this with two hands, when you run around with this pickaxe, it is still a one-handed pickaxe. That is so sick. I love the design of this, but again, because it does have a lot of bright colors and is actually quite a complex designed pickaxe, not too many people are using it, especially in those more competitive game modes. I still think it is one of the best one-handed designs we have seen so far, so make sure to let me know what you guys think of this in the comments down below. Let's move on to the number 17 position, guys, and we have the IO Eradicator. This is definitely one of the most recent one-handed pickaxes that we have seen, and it is very similar to the Real pickaxe in the fact that this is held with one hand, but you actually swing and break builds and materials with this with two hands. That is similar with basically every single katana in Fortnite at the moment, but this is definitely one of the cleanest. It's going to fit in with a lot of those darker themed skins, so if the Black Subio skins ever get added back, or you do just prefer using the darker style skins in Fortnite, this is a pickaxe that you definitely need to try. That takes us to the number 16 position though, and we have the Omni Sword. Now, the Omni Sword is a revolutionary pickaxe. It was one of the first customizable pickaxes that we got in a Battle Pass, and this was released in Chapter 3. The design is so incredible. Obviously, there are so many different variants for this as well, so if you don't like the base style, you can customize this in basically every single way to make your dream pickaxe. This was so sick, and because it was part of the Battle Pass, it will never be returning to the game again. And coming in at the number 15 position, we have the Ordered Cutlass. Now, this is one of the newest one-handed pickaxes in the game, and it is also one of the smallest ones as well. It has a really cool design, and it was only added a few weeks ago towards the end of Season 2. I don't really know how many pros or streamers are going to be using this. There aren't really a lot of pros that do prefer to use these one-handed pickaxes, because a lot of them do just prefer the standard pickaxes in the game, but the Ordered Cutlass would have to be one of my favorites. That takes us though to the number 14 position, and this is the Golden Bane Mace. This was added with the remade Luck skin a few weeks ago, and you could pick this up in that bundle. I love the design of this. There are a few different edit styles for it as well, so if you don't like the way the one-handed style looks, you can always turn this into a normal style pickaxe. If you guys do like the one-handed design though, I would highly recommend using it. It is so clean. It's going to look good with all of those darker and of course those golden skins as well, so if you have been using Midas or even the gold Lara Croft, this is a pickaxe that you need to try today. Let's have a throwback though to one of the oldest one-handed pickaxes in the game, and this is the Hand of Lightning. A lot of one-handed pickaxes were added back during Chapter 2 Season 4, which is known as the Marvel season, and without a doubt the Hand of Lightning would have to be the best. The design is so clean, it looks so good, and it is so unique because there is no other pickaxe in Fortnite that looks like this. Now, we don't really see too many pros using it anymore, but back during Season 4 of Chapter 2, it was so popular among Fortnite pros and streamers, and it just looks good with all of your favorite skins. We may as well talk about another Marvel one-handed pickaxe though, and this is the Sci Blade. Now, this is actually one of the first ever one-handed pickaxes that we saw, and I feel like that is is why I had to mention it on this list. It also has a really clean design. I feel like because this is so iconic and it was one of the first ever one-handed pickaxes that was added to the game, that is why it is finishing so high up on this list. Let's move on though to the number 11 position, and we have the Spellwork Scimitar. This is one of the newest one-handed pickaxes added to the game, and you could get this in the Chapter 3 Season 2 Battle Pass. It is Doctor Strange's pickaxe. It looks so sick, but unfortunately because it was a Battle Pass pickaxe, it probably won't stay sweaty or popular for too long. If you guys do own this though, I really think it is worth using, especially if you do own some of those lava themed or even magma skins. Moving on to another really recent pickaxe, guys, and this is ObiWan's blade. Now I gotta say, compared to an actual lightsaber pickaxe, this is nowhere near as good. I really would have loved to get a lightsaber for ObiWan, but the fact that we got ObiWan's blade instead is definitely a little bit of a letdown. But if you guys don't think of this as ObiWan's pickaxe, then it actually has a really good design. It looks so simplistic, it's gonna work with all of your favorite skins, and the fact that it is so small as well is why I think this pickaxe is so good. Hopefully as more time goes on, people do see this as just a really clean pickaxe and not a disappointment that we didn't get a lightsaber. As always though, if you are going to buy this in the item shop, make sure to use code KYROYT. Okay, that was kind of a shameless plug, so let's move on to a Battle Pass pickaxe, guys, and this is the utility Claymore. This is actually part of the Chapter 3 Season 3 Battle Pass. I definitely did not expect this to be popular or sweaty because it is part of the Battle Pass, but surprisingly a lot of people have been using it and of course loving this pickaxe. The design is so simplistic, it's going to work with all of your favorite skins, and the fact that pros and streamers are using this as well just means it's going to get more and more popular in the future. Next up though, we have the Demon Slayer blade. Now this is arguably one of the most popular Battle Pass pickaxes we have ever seen. It was added towards the end of Chapter 2 with the Charlotte skin, and you guys know how good this pickaxe is. Similar to the other katanas we have already talked about, this is technically a one-handed pickaxe because you would hold it in one hand, but when you would break things like buildings, you would actually swing it with two hands. So if you guys do like the way this looks, but do prefer the original style of pickaxes, then this is definitely one that sort of fits both themes. A one-handed pickaxe that has a very custom animation though is the Minty Mountaineer. Now for all of you guys out there that love the Merry Mint but missed out on that super exclusive pickaxe, the Minty Mountaineer is your answer. It has the same colors, the same sort of design theme to it as well, but it was added with the Minty Legends bundle, so you do have to pay around $30 in order to get this. Obviously it isn't as good as the Merry Mint, but I do think this has to be one of the best designed one-handed pickaxes available. I feel like we talked a lot about sweaty pickaxes though, so let's move on to a little bit more of a meme one-handed pickaxe, and this is the Gladius of Potassius. Now the actual design of this pickaxe is nowhere near a meme pickaxe design, but the fact that this came with a peely skin is what makes this such a meme pickaxe. The design of this is actually really clean, it looks so good, and I think it's going to work with all of your favorite skins, so if you are looking for a really clean one-handed pickaxe, this is the one that I would be using. That takes us to the number 5 position, guys, and we have Strangles. Similar to the Gladius of Potassius, this is a big meme pickaxe, and that is because this came with the tuna fishy skin. I still love this though, I think it is so sick, and it looks so unlike anything we have ever seen before. This pickaxe is just so creative. I know a lot of you guys own this because you would have bought the Battle Pass, and the fact that you can change the colors of this just means you can customize it to whatever skin you are using. That is why I think it is so sick and deserves to be a lot more popular than it is today. Let's move on though to the number 4 position, guys, and we have Michonne's katana. From all of the katanas that have been added to the game, Michonne's katana is without a doubt the best. I think it has the best design, it sounds so incredible, and we have seen a lot of pros using it since it was added back in Chapter 2 Season 5. Not too many people are using it anymore though, because there are just so many good pickaxes in the game now, but if you guys do like the way this looks, make sure you pick it up the next time it's in the store. I do also want to mention though, if you guys don't like the katanas I've already mentioned on this list, then you can use this position for all of the other katanas that do fit this one-handed theme. Let's move on though to the number 3 position, guys, and we have the Phantasmic Pulse. When you are talking about customization for a pickaxe, the Phantasmic Pulse has to be talked about. Not only was it one of the first ever customizable pickaxes that we saw, but it was also one of the first ever one-handed pickaxes in the game as well. These are obviously the pickaxes designed for the superhero skins. There are a lot of different design techniques to these pickaxes, and you can also customize the colors as well, which just make it that much better. Let's move on to the number 2 position, guys, and we have the combat knife. This is actually probably unlucky to not be finishing in at the number 1 spot. It was definitely one of the coolest pickaxes added in chapter 2, and it would have to be one of the best designed pickaxes available today. It was a little bit expensive though, because you did have to buy the Sarah Connor skin in order to get it, and that would set you back 1,800 V-Bucks. So I feel like if they did add this on the item shop on its own for only 800 V-Bucks, a lot more people would be using it. It is really good though. It is so simplistic. It has a really small design as well, which is what a lot of Fortnite pros are looking for, and I feel like that is why this pickaxe has been so successful. But finally, guys, the best one-handed pickaxe we have ever seen and might ever see in Fortnite is the Leviathan axe. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys saw this coming. The design of this is just so good, it had to finish in at the number 1 position. There have been so many people that have used this since it was first added back with the Kratos skin in chapter 2 season 5, and I feel like this is only going to get more and more sweaty as the chapter goes on. The design is so incredible. It has a custom animation and also a built-in effect to it, which is something that hardly any other pickaxe has in chapter 3. But there you guys go. That is my list for the 20 sweatiest one-handed pickaxes available today. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure to let me know in the comments down below what your favorite one-handed pickaxe is, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.